Hello everyone, I've got a walkthrough on how to beat this week's weekly mutation, that is Urban Warfare. The city is a dangerous place. Unseen assailants lurk around every corner and the streets are littered with deadly hidden traps. Even the buildings themselves seek to strike you down. Move quickly and carefully and always watch your back. This is on the co-op mission Rifts to Core Hull. The first mutation is Photon Overload. All enemy structures attack nearby hostile units. The second is Minesweeper. Groups of Widow Mines and Spider Mines are buried throughout the battlefield. And the third is We Move Unseen. All enemy units are permanently cloaked. Possible 185,000 bonus experience by beating this on Brutal difficulty. And I'm pretty sure that this weekly mutation has happened before. I'm pretty sure this is a repeat. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And we have already beaten it, so no need to fear there. Okay, in Power Set 1, you're going to be using Structure, Life, and Shields. Power Set 2, Repair, Beam, Healing Rate. And then Power Set 3, we're going to be using Initial and Maximum Spear of Adun Energy. And then we're going to hop into replays here. And I am going to be playing with a Kerrigan teammate. Mastery level 40. Not sure how to say the name. I am playing on the Asia server for this match. Okay, so just starting off here. Here, we're gonna get on to Unrated here. There we go, and we'll look at the production tab. Okay, so I'm just pumping out some probes, and once we get to 15 here on the supply, I'm gonna throw down a pylon. Yeah, there we go. And then next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be creating probes this whole time. Then I'm going to throw down a forge. Once we have that forge thrown down, I'm going to throw down a pylon over here and throw down 2 photon cannons, start taking out these rocks. So yeah, there goes that forge there. And right now on my player camera, I'm just kind of focusing on what's right around here. Here, I'm going to actually take off that player camera there. So just making a couple more probes, and I'm going to really get greedy on getting these minerals right now. We'll take it nice and easy before we get this gas. Just threw down the first assimilator there, but honestly, we're going to be saturated on our mineral line first. Then we'll take that probe down there like I was talking about. Forge just completed, so I'm going to take that probe down there. Build those photon cannons, or warp them in, that is, take out these rocks, then we'll expand. And all the while, we're going to keep on working on our economy. And in just a moment here, we're going to throw a pylon here, and then a couple photon cannons to provide defense for this attack wave that's coming at us. And our photon cannons, of course, provide detection, so we will be able to detect those cloaked units because of that We Move Unseen mutation. Okay, still hammering away at those rocks there. And I'm just saving up minerals, trying to get 150 right now. Clicking all over the place because I'm frantically worried, or yeah, very worried right now because these guys are coming. They got cloaking. It could do a lot of damage. Probably not very much even if I didn't have this photon cannon down, just because I have a lot of energy. 3 would have been able to handle it either way. But either way, got 2 photon cannons down now. Took out those zealots. And we're going to hop over here with this probe, and we're just going to save up our minerals right now for an expansion nexus. Once we get 400, we can throw down that expansion. And after this nexus, I will throw down an extra assimilator so we can get some more gas as well. There goes down our expansion. My teammate's bringing over his Zerglings to help us take out the debris, not rocks, debris on top of these Vespine geysers. Let's see here, do these all have the same mineral count? It looks like they do. So in the next multiplayer patch that's coming out, I'm not sure when it is coming out, but what I do know is that all of these mineral patches, at least for multiplayer maps, the smaller ones are going to have less mineral count. But I think was it the large ones that have the same? I can't remember exactly what it was. Anyways, they have some type of balancing thing they're going to be doing with these mineral patch counts. That's going to help you. It's going to help force you to want to continue to expand, but at the same time, it's going to make it so if someone is camping your 3rd and 4th base, or 3rd and 4th expansions, then it won't force you to go out and fight them right away. It'll let you just kind of mass up enough of a force so you can actually fight back. So I thought that was pretty unique. But aside from that, this isn't multiplayer. This is co-op mission. So back to this match. Okay, we threw down a gateway just a little bit ago, right after the forge came down. I mean, not right after, but you have to make the forge first. No, what am I saying? I am spewing lies right now. I did not have to make the forge first, but I generally do make the forge first when I'm playing as Carrick, so I can get defenses. Anyway, threw down the gateway. Now we're throwing down the cybernetics core. Just use Chrono Wave, and I'm queuing up a ton of probes right now so that we can get our really strong economy going right now. Okay, I'm going to head over here, and it looks like I'm bombing some stuff with orbital strikes right now, so the whole screen is vibrating. Enemy wave came over to our pylon over here, so that's probably what happened. Okay, and just pumping out a couple more probes from these nexuses. And then I'm also getting solar efficiency level 1, and I believe yes, I did. I just got our first upgrade, which is enhanced targeting, I believe is what it was. Nope, not enhanced targeting. What was it called again? Whatever it was, it's the one that optimized ordnance, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Let's see here. Yeah, optimized ordnance. That's the upgrade that allows our photon cannons and Kadar monoliths to fire 25% faster. I always end up getting that one first just because I find it to be a little bit more beneficial. Okay, and what I'm doing right now, because everything is cloaked, I am just going to kind of start crawling forward with this probe here. And I'm going to start, crawling forward, put the pylon down, throw a couple photon cannons down, and just keep on doing that over and over. And we'll just gradually move forward into the enemy's base. Okay, we just got solar efficiency level 1. I threw down a Twilight Council here. I'm going to get these upgrades a little bit later. Rapid recharging and reclamation. Reclamation is going to be extremely helpful later on in this mutation, but right now we're not going to use it very much in the beginning here. But yeah, like I said, later on we're going to be making a ton of Energizers, and we're going to reclaim a bunch of the enemy units. And the really nice thing is when you reclaim enemy units in this mutation, they actually keep their stealth. So if the enemy does not have any detection, your units will be just as deadly as their units. Okay, now we have this all completely saturated. I don't need to make any more probes for the mineral line, but I'm going to continue to make a couple extras just for the simple fact that I want probes around the map, so just in case some of my probes, like for example this one right here, dies, we can go ahead and send them up there. Okay, and the enemy wave came, but we were prepared. I made a little outpost right here, threw down a pylon, and I threw 2 shield batteries in the front, and then a bunch of photon cannons in the back, and we were able to take that out. My teammate also came and helped me out too. Now you got to be really careful of these Widow Mines and Spider Mines, because I don't think I showed you earlier in this match, but my teammate walked straight out into a bunch of Spider Mines and Widow Mines, and Kerrigan instantly died. Kerrigan has absolutely zero defense against these Widow Mines and Spider Mines. They eat her up. So you've got to be really careful with her, and just try to, make sure you have overseers if you're playing as Kerrigan. Make sure you have that detection, very important. Okay, I'm going to use my Purifier Beam right here. Though I do not have detection, I'm still going to call it down just to help clear out these buildings, because these buildings can attack us due to this photon overload mutation. Okay, I'm getting solar efficiency level 2 from the Solar Forge, and I'm also getting, what upgrade did I just get? I think I got fortification. Nope, that was the last one. Here, let's check it out. Enhanced targeting, defensive structures gain +2 range. That's the second upgrade I generally get when playing as Carrick. I'll get optimized ordnance first, and then second I get enhanced targeting. Just blasting a couple of these units down with our orbital strike now.
Attack incoming. Get ready.
Another enemy wave is coming. Here, let's go hop into player camera here just to see what I'm actually doing. Okay, yep, calling down a robotics facility right now. And I'm going to get down some more gateways. I got warp gate research just a little while ago, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do need a bunch more warp gates to actually warp in those energizers that I will be using later. Okay, enemy waves coming in here. I'm helping out my teammate a little bit here, just trying to do some damage with orbital strikes to those scouts. A couple more immortals left here, but they'll get cleaned up nice and easy. And now I'm also calling down some photon cannons which have good range, so they can fire from pretty far back at this void shard and other buildings, surrounding buildings here. Now, another important thing to keep in mind, I'm using about, I don't know, maybe for every 5 photon cannons, about 2 shield batteries, somewhere around there. And I think that's been working pretty well for me lately. At one point in time, I was using huge amounts of shield batteries and very little amounts of photon cannons. Another point in time, I was using a ton of photon cannons and no shield batteries. You just kind of have to find the right balance. And you know, I think 5 photon cannons, 2 shield batteries, that's about right. That's the right number. Okay, let's hop onto my player camera here. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm throwing down some K-Dare monoliths, and I'm going to throw down some photon cannons here, just kind of all around. I want to start taking down this pirate ship, the pirate capital ship here, and we definitely will be able to take this out. It's just a matter of having your defenses in the right place and your teammate having enough anti-air. We definitely have enough time. I mean, we've got 10 minutes, 30 seconds right now before the next void shards activate. So, bonus objective most definitely will go down. If you are using mobile units in this part, yeah, you've got to make sure to get them out of this discharge. My teammate just kept his units right inside this zone, and if you're not paying attention like this, it's just going to kill everything that you have, so gotta be a little careful there. Okay, now I'm getting Solar Flare. Just a little while ago I got the upgrade for our Orbital Strikes. I think it's Phase Detonation, that's what it is for the Orbital Strikes, and that allows you to stun enemies when you hit them with the Orbital Strikes. Solar Lance, oh, let's go over here. Oh, enemy wave came. I'm using some Solar Lances to help do some extra damage to them, and the whole wave fell. If you have big waves like this with a ton of Colossi or Void Rays, whatever it is, and they're in a big line, perfect time to use your Solar Lance. Anyway, the other upgrade, we're getting Solar Flare. The Spear of Adun Solar Lance sets fire to the ground along its path, dealing 200 extra damage over 10 seconds. This ability, or upgrade that is amazing for Solar Lance. I definitely, you know, suggest to get this upgrade. Okay, I'm pounding some enemies with Orbital Strike right now. I threw down a robotics facility a while ago, and I just got our robotics bay. That's going to allow us to get solar efficiency level 3, and I currently have shields level 2 queued up, and I'll get shields level 3 pretty quick here. And then I just queued up rapid recharging and reclamation finally, like I was talking about before. Now I'm going to start throwing down some more gateways. All the while we're still moving forward here on the main objective. And something to keep in mind, I have a ton of defenses over here, kind of nice outpost wall, and every single time an enemy wave comes from here, this is going to catch it every single time. So yeah, this, I definitely suggest putting your defenses here as Karax, because it's going to help you a ton in this mutation, and if you're just playing this co-op mission in general. This is a great spot to put all your defenses, because every time that wave's going to come right through here. Well, yeah, actually, I don't think they ever come from over here, because there's not a base over here. But yeah, this is the spot right here. Just put a ton of defenses down and you should be good to go. Okay, still moving forward here. I warped in just a couple Energizers, but as you can see, they affect a ton of your allies' units. Just by increasing all their attack speeds, it's increasing their DPS by so much. Yeah, weapon speed reduced by 0.35. Plus they have that Frenzy ability, so you stack Chrono Beam and Frenzy at the same time with these Hydralisks, and oh man, they do so much damage. It's crazy. Okay, here comes another enemy wave, and like I was just talking about, now I've got these defenses in place, and you can just hammer down this enemy wave before it can really get into your base, or before you even give it a chance. We literally stopped the line right here. And I called down, or warped in a couple Energizers. I had 4, I think, at the time, and the 5th one just got over here. But yes, increased attack speed of our shield batteries and our photon cannons, so we're easily able to hold off that enemy wave. I'm just going to let my teammate take care of the rest of this area up here. We got shields level 3 on the way. Reclamation is finished. And at this point, we are just about completely finished with all of our upgrades. Once shields level 3 is done, then we are good to go on just focusing on creating units and defenses. Right now I'm just preemptively throwing down some photon cannons and some shield batteries so we can start taking out this bonus objective area. I will, in just a moment here, I'm gonna bring these Energizers down along with some of these observers. And then we will be able to start reclaiming some of the robotics units down here. I'm kind of slow about it at first. I think I forgot that I had my Energizers just sitting up there, but I will eventually get them down here. I'm using some Kadar and Monoliths just because they have good range, but probably would have been better just to stick with photon cannons here. Oh well, I had extra minerals and a gas, that is. Okay, I reclaimed that one Void Ray, and as you can see, here's the first prime example right here. This Void Ray is cloaked, permanently cloaked, which is really cool, because, I mean, what the heck, a cloaked Void Ray? How overpowered is that? And they have no detection here, so this Void Ray is going to just keep on hammering away at all of these structures. Okay, I think I threw down, so I've got 4 gateways in our hotkey 3 right now, or warp gates that is, and I'm just about to throw these 2 in. Yep, so now we got all 6 of our warp gates in hotkey 3, and this is where I'm going to start creating a ton of Energizers. And like I was saying right here, I really don't reclaim very much, but right before we go into the last area, I'm going to have so many Energizers, and it's going to be very, very helpful for just breaking this enemy base. The more units you can reclaim, the more you can take away from the enemy, and at the same time, the stronger you're going to make your army. So yeah, just all around really good. And I am floating a huge amount of energy right now. I probably should have used Solar Lance and just completely burned this enemy wave down, but it didn't matter because our teammate used, let's see, what's it called? A mobilization wave to completely take out the entire enemy wave. And use assimilation aura at the same time. So look at all these minerals and gas just sitting there. I'll go ahead and pick that up a little bit later. Okay, we finally lost that Void Ray that we had reclaimed, and we're going to push on in here. I think I lost my probe that was creating defenses, so it's going to be up to my teammate to go ahead and finish off this enemy pirate ship. Let's see, do I even bring my Energizers down? I don't, but I do have some observers with my Energizers, just so they can actually detect any of those spider mines or widow mines, just in case I happen to walk over one of those patches of mines and it kills my whole army. So I've got the observers to detect those. And this pirate ship's going to go down real fast. I brought down an extra probe to throw down some photon cannons, but all of these Hydralisks get Frenzy, along with Kerrigan's extremely good attack damage, and the pirate ship goes down. So now we've got both bonus objectives at this point, and all we have left is to just push into the enemy base and take out those last 4 void shards. So that is what we are going to do now. Okay, and as you'll see, I'm putting my observers a little bit forward here. What I should have done is I should have stuck them about like right there, and I should have put them into surveillance mode. If I did that, then they can actually detect. Yeah, the observer gains 50% wider vision, but loses the ability to move. So that way I would have been able to detect it at further range. Anyways, it doesn't matter. My teammate's got an observer in here, and we're plowing right through this base. And let's see, how many units did I just reclaim here? I reclaimed this Void Ray, 2 Void Rays, I reclaimed this Immortal, and this Carrier. So now we're going to use all of these units to help us push forward. And once we can get up this ramp, I'm going to throw down a pylon and then some more photon cannons, and then I'll be able to actually detect everything that's up here too. I should have brought a couple more probes, because in about a minute here, I'm going to lose this probe, and then I don't have any probes left. Yeah, so I've got this probe right here, and I take it back. I had 1 extra probe, but yeah, aside from that, I didn't have any probes sitting around left up here, so I'm going to have to call some probes from right here on our expansion. So I should have actually rallied a couple extra probes to come straight out here. That would have been a smart choice, but I did not do that. And be careful with your Energizers. Don't try to stick them in the front. Even if you are reclaiming units, reclaim that unit and then move these Energizers back. I made the silly choice of allowing them to just keep on moving forward, and by doing that, yes, I reclaimed a ton of these units. As you can see, I have a bunch of Stalkers, I've got 2 Carriers, Void Rays, Immortal over here. The downside is that I lost these Energizers. They're very weak units. I mean, they only have 40 shields and 40 health, plus their armor is 1, so yeah, they die very, very fast. So just, if you are going to reclaim units and push these Energizers into the front, just make sure to reclaim and then run away right away. I reclaimed 2 more Immortals here and a Stalker. Just about to reclaim that Stalker, but then it died. There's another Immortal. Anytime you see big beefy units like this, always try to reclaim them. Keep on trying to make Energizers all the while. And at this point I saw that we had 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the match, so I figured, okay, we are running a little bit low on time. I want to make sure that we win this, so I started using some of our Spear of Dune energy, which I probably should have been using earlier. I could crawl down Chrono Wave right now too. That would help my teammate increase their production rate, so I probably should have done that right about now. And with these orbital strikes, this Void Shard's going to go down, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start using the rest of that energy to take out these buildings, like this Nexus, Robotics Facility, Stargate. I'm going to start hammering everything with the orbital strikes just to help take out these buildings, which can attack us. So you got to keep that in mind. And I reclaimed this carrier here. And if I find any other units, I think I'll reclaim them. But I don't know that I actually come across any other ones aside from that carrier right there that I killed with an orbital strike. And that was the very last one. Another huge wave came at us, but it did not matter because we already won the weekly mutation. And there is the victory. Yeah, let's go ahead and see it after this cutscene here. Yeah, there it is. Well, I hope this was helpful for all of you. If you have any questions at all, make sure to post them in the comments. I'm definitely willing to help you, help answer your questions. If you have any requests, post those in the comment section as well. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.